Hello everyone! I am the plane shifter Phasion, once again in the universe of Pyre. Rocky seems to have something on his mind. I wonder if it's something we have already seen. But yeah, we defeated the dissidents last episode. Things are going fine. As you approach Rocky, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. I'm free. No, it's new. I haven't talked to him yet. Then he rushes up to you, a return to form. I mean, I'm not stuck down here with all the rest of you. It's like I finally got to set aside this giant bag of rocks I've been carrying around. Know what I mean? Oh, I totally do. Wanted to say thanks, chum, for giving me a hand with the little situation between myself and Pyre. I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now at least old Mama Greentail won't get any trouble from him and on the other side. She's still waiting for her rookie boy to come on home, but at least she won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just cause I struck a lousy deal. So yeah, chum, you ever need something, I owe you one, and then some. Curs out. He prances out of the wagon, a newfound lightness on his step. You got your freedom, Rocky, you got your freedom. Leaving this place is not a true freedom. Rocky gains +2 hope permanently. Wishing him well. So what's everybody doing? Volfred's composing messages. Jody is securing the wagon. Liberated. Pamita is spreading her wings. Gilmans is spreading his helm. Rai is looking for food. Tizo is keeping watch from the crow's nest. We have a crow's nest. Greentail is nearby. Tariq is strumming a tune. Sandra is lost in thought. I sense my lovely reader has returned. Then how may I assist you? Still nothing on your mind. Okay. There is a stuff on the Book of Rites that I want to read. Sunrise. Know you the sacred Mount Alodia, the highest peak within the lowest land? Then know that it is no mere mountain, but the fractured bonework of the world's titan himself, the Archbeast Sunrise. This one's bog-dwelling companions millet is to mute in her account of our ascent. 'Twas not a pleasant mountain hike, but pitched battle, spanning 17 full moons. Finally, the 8 of us, we climbed atop the brow of old Sunrise. We merged our strength and struck the mortal blow, such that the Archbeast shattered finally to pieces. 'Tis no mere myth that from the Archbeast's eye the shimmer pool emerged, the sole means of freedom from this land. Whoa. Alright then. I already read this one, and about this, the dissidents. I myself, Haug, did from the dissidents under the simple tent. Those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp and one accursed to designate one of the 9 triumvirates, but more the honored one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained, as ever, at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not dare, they are not to be discarded, underestimated or dismissed. They are as necessary as those against whom they rebel. Very interesting. Probably the most interesting of the readings in the about the Triumvirate. Well, let us continue. We are about to face the accusers once more. For some reason unknown. As the stars seems to have aligned in a weird way. Wolfred joins you as you soar high above storm ravaged waters on approach to the infamous isle of Kylemar, one of the downside celestial landmarks. The traitor Kylemar's robe color fled to this strange island and met a fitting end. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's driving seems not to mind, at least. Ravenous creatures indigenous to the downside, possessing few passions other than a feast meal. Few of the Commonwealth believe these beasts are real, though the stories of them are often told in jest. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, you suppose the accusers were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in their stars, though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Let's try. The rigs instead they may be rare fish ripe for catching. Third human suspects you might find something of value along this road. Alright, let's entertain him. Page revealed. You make landing with within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of less human landmark lies hidden amid these waters? Though for now, you have some time left before continuing onward. Nobody wants to talk to me, but I want to read. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Under King, he merely laughed and laughed. For the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. I disagree. We made passage nonetheless through sorcerer's aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect the landform to the west, solely and Murph detected the presence of the treacherous eye that lured him into exile, and then followed him. In turn, Moore, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, to seeing them provided a little comfort. Waiting for something to happen. Let me happen. I was beginning to wonder when you would return. But we never mind. Very well for now, then, leader. Oh, Wolfred's doing laundry with Bertrude. Jody is checking for water damage. Pamita is resting up. Guillermo is teaching the driving imps to swim. Oh, what is this? Tiny Tempest, entertaining but would unleash calamity if you ever to be unbottled. I keep seeking for the Deathless Tempest. Whoa. a literal tempest in a water bottle. Rice talking to herself, which is actually kind of weird. She tends to talk to a lot of other things than herself. Including walls. Keeping a watch from the crow's nest, you there? Chewing on something, alright. And Tyrex is watching the sky. Let us search for some valuables. You and Sir Gilman spend much of the rest of the day searching through the murky waters of Sharp Shoal until at least you find something of value. A nice floe near the Isle of Calimere stood enough for landing. Even unsprout weird knights of the sea, the minion tend to avoid the cold here. It would seem at least that neither you nor Sir Gilman can tell exactly what it is, for the object lies beyond your grasp. You consider methods to retrieve it. Work with Sir Gilman to retrieve the object you found? Let's go for it. Make time to retrieve the item, doing so you will give up time you could spend on vocations such as studying or mentoring. Okay? You are suspected remains of your... Let's go for it. After toiling away together for some time, at least you find the object that you sought within your grasp. You and Sir Gilman take a moment to examine it. Drowned keepsakes. Something for your trouble. Oh, 71 traded items. Nice. Hello. Sir Gilman is foaming anger over something, so much that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. What happened to you? Is I too light a sentence for this night? What's your trouble, man? He notices you then and seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outbursts did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble Master Reader. What brings you to this night this afternoon? Let's ask him if everything's alright. Such as the venting of emotion is uncommon, even for the likes of this particular night. Sir Gilman is making enough of a racket to be a cause for some fair amount of concern. Let's be nice to him. You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his words. You stand there for a time, silent and dejected, but then... Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them, then you would have the knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested. You are of course familiar with the siege of this pirate sanctum for that night. The memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This night stood there on the front lines with the Highwind remnants descended upon us. Whilst the Highwind remnants descended upon us. So for us, their assault to our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion will require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target that eve. One by one, then two by two, they picked us off, becoming bolder. Some of them shrieking with laughter all the while. This night he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survives, he do not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this night. That cursed Sir Deluge. If not for his craven cowardice, this pirate sanctum it might have held at least a while longer. But instead, we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee, as their chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked at a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this night, why he insisted on the only course of action reasonable, he insisted to the sentence to the downside. And as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters of the Sea of Solace, where soon we meet the Pyre hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked the wherewithal and the deluge they thought he could provide it. The leadership they sought and was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the sea dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When he encountered you at the Night Wings, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chose to believe that he was spared that day not merely by coincidence. Perhaps under King Ors yet has plans in store, in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. He seems best to leave him for now, since he feels relieved at having shared all this. Motive not applicable, crime known, he just really wanted to kill. Scorpius, he was born on the 3rd of the 11th moon, suggesting he is driven and fixated. Yes. One astral sign often for the... okay. He was a knight errant of the Sea Dominion who sought glory in the Commonwealth, where he became a frontline fighter in the never-ending war against the Harps. In this he fared much better than most of his kind, until the day of the disastrous siege of the Pyre Sanctum, where his entire regiment was destroyed in an ambush. As one of the sole survivors of this incident, Sir Gilman accepted full responsibility for the outcome and volunteered to go into exile as penance for his failure. I need to get you out. Pamit is nowhere to be found, Jodariel is patching up the woodwork, Valfred's reading the book, Human is nearby. Rai is gazing into the abyss, Teaser's fast asleep, Grinta is staring into the water, sorry. Tarek is watching the waters, Sandra is considering new insults, and this guy is gaining belly rubs. He likes it so much. He loves it. Yeah, he loves it. Let us continue. Is that the only place I can go? Probably. Problems? Here into the monstrous waters of the Deathless Tempest, you encountered a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. Oh, nice! We've got to know more about... oh, come on, Edwin. I was wondering when we would get more news. The news this time pertains to Edwin, whom you liberated at the fall of Solian. Julian Edwin returned safely to the Commonwealth when he was clothed and welcomed. Despite his past transgressions, all forgiven. He was to be groomed for the leadership position of his shows, whether the Council or the Blood Border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the student council members could do anything about it, he left. Since he made contact with Valfred agents and is working together with 10, thus the ranks of the revolutions grow stronger. Per the messenger in custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Edwin's word for word, and he says, "Keep going, I'll see you here." Indeed, sir. I miss him. This is kind of an incredible piece of writing. I miss this guy every time I load up the game. You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon your companions are well buzzed about it. He did it. A glorious example Hedwig sets for all of us. I always thought Hedwig was looking for someone out there back home. Do you think he found her? Oh, he will find her. And if he doesn't, we will help him find her. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwig. Right behind you, champ. Indeed. Kiha! This is happy to hear Hedwig is well back in the Commonwealth. May that boy's spirit infect a lot of ye as would a plague. That's a weird way to say something nice, Bertrude. Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. The news of Hedwig's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. There's one hope for the next ride. Yes! Wish Hedwig luck. Let's move on. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the isle of Kalimar. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance you hear the odd gibbering noises that sound like dry ventus. The Isle of Kalimar. Page revealed. Inspect. The traitor Kalimar Hopecaller, whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of your dear Solian, we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We give in a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the star's plans. If not for him, then we, the Eight, would never have aligned. We never found the Hopecaller. He fled into the sea towards an isle which we know well to avoid. To us there, we think that Kalimar's tattered mantle finally did him in among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that the longest dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Whoa, really? A close? I think it's a bit too early. That's concerning. What's everybody doing? Sketching the environs, Walfred. Preparing the grounds, Jari. Dipping thought, Prometheus. Reviewing strategies, Sir Gilman, yes. Looking through the raiment is Rai doing. Tizo is taking stock of the books. Grintail is fretting to himself. Tarek's composing ballads, and Sander is wandering in the crystal. Let's take a look at the slug market. Oh, guys, how you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking. You're the only customers I got. Heck, how do you find me everywhere? Even here. Got you again, only joking about that too. Because I got tons of customers. It's just they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got a little something here which may be you'll be into. Be hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. Grants the bearer +2 everything. At the start of a round, briefly gain stamina if an ally have a runed band. +2 of everything. But briefly gain. Interesting. Twin rings. I think these stingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? But anybody would probably use them, provided they was to buy them off me. I was going to get it for myself, but anyways, let me know if you want that. How much? Expensive. Can't get it. Here you have. See? Oh. Maybe I'll buy this. Or this. What does this do again? An auto burst may occur at 20%. Or I might buy some more dust. Let me take a look. Rake, how are you doing? Lingering aura, okay. This is interesting. And I'm going to use Tizo as well. Oh, extra stamina. I think I might upgrade his talisman again. This is for Headwing. I wonder if I should keep it. Or if I should sell it. That's a lot of value. Go. Proceed. And now I'm gonna get these ones for those who doesn't have. This could be interesting. Proceed. Proceed. Not gonna use them right away because I already have a strategy. Must be our luck day here. I don't know what that. Indeed, I'll use it for someone that doesn't have any specific talisman to them. In the future, probably. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter, and I'm phasing out.